This is about your wife, isn't it?
With Season 7 of The Flash set to air this January, there are lots of unanswered questions viewers need some answers to, and more crazy villains who are here to wreak havoc for Team Flash. The Flash series has quickly risen to the top show produced by the CW network, and it's not hard to tell why. The show is captivating, exciting, and the relationships between the characters make the viewer want to stick around. Season 7 is sure to be nothing less than amazing, and we can't wait to see what they pull out of their bag for this one. In today's video, we'll examine the Season 7 trailer and what may occur in the upcoming season.
But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's all your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple.
Recap of Season 6. Let's start off with a recap of Season 6, because a lot went down that will no doubt impact the next season dramatically. Oh, and it goes without saying, but hey, spoiler alert. Due to the global coronavirus pandemic, many series had to go on an unplanned hiatus, including The Flash. In turn, this greatly impacted how Season 6 played out and even determined the final episode. The executive producer and showrunner Eric Wallace claimed the show would be even better due to the delays, stating, "I think it's making it stronger because it's forcing us to look at these two separate things, which is the end of Eva's story and the beginning of the next villain's story and how she relates to Barry and Iris." Wallace confirmed that 90% of the first 3 episodes of Season 7 are already complete because they were unable to air these during Season 6 due to the quarantine regulations and filming regulations that were set at the time. Wallace says, "That only leaves what we always intended as our 2-part season finale of Season 6 to follow in Season 7's first 2 episodes, which is wrapping up Eva's story. That's all going to be the same. They kind of have to be connected even more because there isn't some summer break anymore. The audience will experience it now a week later. So you can already tell that this new season, at least for a few episodes, will focus greatly on Eva McCulloch and her evil reign." But what else happened in Season 6 in the finale? I mean, it's been over a year since it aired. Season 6 was split into 2 notable halves. The first following Barry and his coming to terms with his mortality, while the second half focused on Eva McCulloch and trapping Iris in the Mirrorverse, an alternate dimension. The season was great. However, the final episode wasn't as exciting as they typically tend to be, but this is explained away by the fact that it wasn't supposed to be the finale. However, it did what it was supposed to do. It gave viewers some conclusion to many situations, including the black hole storyline, and officially set Team Flash against Eva, which we know will be continued into Season 7. The Season 6 finale was titled "Success is Assured." This episode follows Barry and his friends trying to figure out the best course of action to free Iris. They conclude the best way to do so is to find the black hole, and fortunately, they have some leads. The diamond Sue Dearborn stole and gave to Ralph contains a map, which will lead them to one of the black hole warehouses, which Mirror Sing later burns down. The burning of the warehouse means the black hole has no power over Mr. and Mrs. Dearborn. In the wake of the fire, Barry visits Joseph Carver, who is Eva McCulloch's estranged husband, offering him protection. Ultimately, he rejects the help and taunts him about the irreversible effects the Mirrorverse will have on his wife, Iris West. Soon after this, Eva kidnaps her husband Carver for trapping her inside of this horrible alternate dimension for over the duration of 6 years. Carver obviously changes his mind about Barry's protection, but as Team Flash is about to help him, Mirror Sing arrives and offers Barry a trade: Iris's freedom for Carver's life. Barry seriously considers this deal, but is whisked away before he can respond. Others scold Barry for even considering it, saying Iris would never want him to trade a life for a life. But can you blame the guy? He just wants to save his wife. The team then heads back to McCulloch Technologies, which happens to be surrounded by a powerful force field that will kill anyone that tries to enter or exit. Eva does not want anyone to save her estranged husband. She wants revenge. She wants blood. Once all the innocent bystanders make it out of the building, Eva sends Carver's minions to go take care of him. A fight between Carver's minions and Team Flash then follows. Meanwhile, Barry confronts Eva, and suddenly she turns her arm into a huge cannon that fires at Barry. After believing she had taken care of Barry, she turns on her husband, throwing shards of glass at him. Suddenly, Barry jumps in the way at the last second, saving Carver, or so we thought. Eva simply comes over and pushes a piece of glass into Carver, killing him instantly. Once Carver's been taken care of, Eva has a change of heart and lets the Flash team live another day. However, Eva later blames the murder of her husband on Sue Dearborn, which we will definitely see play out in the first few episodes of Season 7. Soon after all of this craziness ensues, Barry visits Caitlin, and she reminds him that this power has always been love. This motivates Barry, giving him hope that they'll be able to defeat Eva McCulloch. Back in the Mirrorverse, Iris manages to find where Sing is and quickly blips out, leaving Camilla there all alone. We aren't sure where she goes, but soon we will find out. Not much else has been released about this or what will happen to Iris and Camilla. We'll have to wait until Season 7 drops to find find out. Wow, that was a lot for one episode. But all that information is critical, as Season 7 will pick up straight where Season 6 left off and helps explain the Season 7 trailer. Release date of the trailer. The Flash Season 7 trailer was released back in August of 2020, and it had fans very excited to get a little glimpse into the upcoming season. They aired the trailer at the DC Fandome panel that the series held with all the main cast members involved, plus the showrunner and producer Eric Wallace. While at DC Fandome, Wallace shared that the trailer is full of spoilers and features material from Season 6, Episode 19, as well as what was meant to be the 20th episode. Wallace stated, "Even though it's only footage from one episode, pay attention to the way it's presented. It's actually got huge spoilers all over the place," indicating that the Season 7 trailer is telling us more than we may know. So what happens in the trailer? The Season 7 trailer of The Flash reveals the return of Ashley Rickards, who plays Rosa Dillion, aka the vertigo-inducing Rouge Top in Season 3. Furthermore, Barry is desperately trying to build an artificial speed force since McCulloch is going around liberating people. Oh, and a supersonic plane is about to crash into Central City. As for Iris West and her ordeal, it doesn't seem like it's over just yet. Her neural dissonance seems to have worsened, and her mind is playing tricks on her, telling her she'll never escape this horrible alternate dimension she's been imprisoned in. Season 7 won't just see one villain actively trying to destroy everyone. Godspeed, a familiar face from Season 5, will be returning to cause trouble and continue on his quest to defeat the Flash. I know what you must be thinking. Didn't Team Flash defeat this supervillain? Well, no. Turns out Godspeed had multiple clones, but in Season 7, the real Godspeed, otherwise known as August Hart, an old friend of Barry Allen, will resurface once again. Unlike other supervillains derived from the original comic book, Godspeed is different. He was a modern comic book creation and has made a lasting impact on the show, which is probably why he'll be returning once again. Nobody knows the significance of these characters for the upcoming season, or if new characters are set to arrive. The addition of two villains wreaking havoc at the same time will be very interesting, as they've never done this before. We wonder if their storylines will cross, or they'll team up to defeat the Flash. Who knows with this show? Everything is always changing. But that's the way we like it. Director's notes. When the trailer was released at DC Fandom, Wallace had many comments to give the eager fans. Once the footage had aired and was fresh on everyone's mind, Wallace told the crowd, even though it's only footage really from one episode, 620, pay attention to the way it's presented. It actually has huge spoilers all over the place. Soon after, when he was asked about Godspeed and his introduction back into the series, he said, "I want to make sure new fans, especially young new fans who are reading the comic book right now, are welcomed to the show. So it's not just Silver Age villains and Bronze Age villains," said Wallace. "There might be a young girl or a young boy who's reading those Flash comics right now and going, where's my villain? My generation's villain?" The inclusion of more modernized characters in The Flash is warmly welcomed by many. Although older fans might prefer that they only adapt characters from the original comics, adding modern villains and characters can make the show more relatable, thus increasing the number of viewers. This was smart on Wallace's part. So there you have it. What happened in the Season 7 trailer and what this means for the new season of The Flash. We're very intrigued to see how they incorporate these new and recurring cast members, and whether or not Iris will escape from the Mirrorverse or ultimately succumb to being stuck in this alternate dimension. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on the channel.